Hey, good morning to everybody. Happy Saturday. It's Daryl here. It's bright and freaking early, man. It's 3 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. Okay, every once in a while, it's in everybody's life, a little rain will fall, as they say. And every once in a while, I have issues going on in my life. So things become so overwhelming that I don't have any spare mental energy to look for topics to talk about here on my YouTube channel. I become, involved in straightening out issues in my own personal life, and I just don't have time to research different topics to talk about here on the YouTube channel. And that's what I'm going through right now. And I'm kind of hesitant to sit here and talk about my own issues, but I decided to do that this morning. And maybe I'm sure some of you have similar issues, and I found out some things that are alarming, upsetting, just makes me extremely angry. All right, let me start at the very beginning here. I've had a car for a long time, a 2009 Honda Fit. I've had it for 14 years. I bought it secondhand from my father, and it was time to sell it. So, and I was going to purchase another used car, a car that's only 2 years old. I was going to buy it from my father again, and so I had to sell my 2009 Honda Fit first, and I did that yesterday. I went to CarMax, and I gotta say, CarMax, I'm sure it's like a nationwide car dealership, and they purchase vehicles, even if you're not buying one there. And I gotta say, they gave me a very fair deal. They went out, they looked over the car. It was a young lady that went out and looked over the car and gave me an appraisal and offered me a check for the car, and I sold the car right there. And that went smoothly, like I said. So I'm all set to purchase the next car from my father, and I thought I could get it registered next week. And so I went to finish. I got home. I have no car now because I just sold it yesterday. And I get home, so I'm informed that now we have to call the DMV to make an appointment. Now nobody likes going to the DMV, right? And then there was COVID. Like I said, I owned my last car for 14 years, so I have not been to DMV in over 12, 14 years. Okay, so I didn't know all these changes. So now you have to make an appointment, apparently. I did not know that. Usually you go there. If you try to get there at a good time, you don't have to wait for more than a couple hours to get things done. It's, nobody likes going to the DMV. But now I find you have to make an appointment. So I come home yesterday. I sold my car. I put the money in the bank. Everything's going fantastic. I got the money that I thought I was going to get for selling it. I was quite happy. Things went smoothly. I got home. It didn't take too long to do it all. I still have the rest of my day. I'm all happy. And I called to make an appointment to the Connecticut DMV. And I find that the earliest possible appointment is almost 1 month from today. So all of a sudden I realized that I am not going to have a vehicle for about almost 4 weeks. So yeah, I'm a little livid at this. And so waiting times for DMV have gone from hours back when I first went there years ago. Then we went through COVID, and apparently they started to make appointments, and they still have this even worse system of making appointments. You can't just show up at a DMV to get stuff done. You have to make an appointment anywhere in Connecticut. And the appointments are at least 3 weeks away. If you need a license renewal, if you need a license, a driver's test, a registration, you have to wait weeks, if not months, to get into the DMV. And then I'm reading down and I find out it's not the same for dealerships. I read that dealerships have a special relationship, i.e. money, with DMV, and they could just go there like that and get cars registered. So the whole system is kind of against personal sales, selling your personal car to somebody else, and having them to register it. The whole system is really skewed against people people doing independent sales. Having to wait. I have appointments. I have job appointments. I have appointments to sell my artwork. My business depends on my vehicle. Medical appointments, bank, food. haircuts, you name it, man. And I have no car for almost 4 weeks now. I was livid yesterday. So honestly, I've been on the internet looking up, trying to find a solution to this, where I'm not going to have to ride my bike to get these things done. I did find one possible answer. And apparently, some dealerships offer a service for a fee. Again, see, this is all skewed against the independent seller. Some car dealerships will register your car for you, even if you didn't buy it there. So that's my next move. I actually just found that out this morning. See, so I haven't had time to work on a YouTube video. I've been caught up in this. Please let me know if you're living in another state. Does your state still have to make appointments after COVID and all that? It's hard to find any accurate information because the COVID restrictions have been down for a couple of years now, and I'm finding all these they're talking about wearing face coverings and social distancing. When you go to the DMV, make sure you wear face covering and social distance, and that this stuff's from 2 years ago. So there's a lot of miscellaneous, not accurate information all over the internet, and it's hard to find any information of where I could possibly get a car. I have the car, I bought the car, I have the money to register it, I have everything's all set, insurance, everything. I just can't get into the DMV for a month to register it. So that's my situation this morning. Let me know if there's something similar that happened to you. I'm sorry I didn't have a regular video for today, a regular topic, but this is consuming my life at the moment. I hope it entertained you. I hope it provides some information, and maybe you could help me with some information. Have a good Saturday.